And this is going to be the part two of how I feel, my thoughts of this nursing home, the Maples. And uh, one of the things that I mentioned is about, uh, commending the workers. I mean, what I mean by that is, your bosses, the bosses that's over you. Excuse me a minute. The bosses that's over you, whatever office that they hold, whether they're a manager or the owner of whatever facility you're working at, you know. I think the people, should go to their boss and tell them, boss, I just want you to know that I appreciate you and I appreciate you giving me the job and I appreciate you taking a chance on me to work here and just let your boss know the boss is doing a good job and that you are proud to work for him or her or whatever the case may be, because uh, they're human too. They're human too. They need encouragement too. And the bosses need to do the same for the workers, the people that's under them they hired. But if everybody would do that, what kind of a workplace would you have? I think you would probably have a lot of happy peoples. I think you have a lot of happy peoples. And I like to talk about uh, uh, another great person here in this Maples. I used to have a nurse that was on my hallway, but she's not here. She still works here, but she's in the office. It's Adora. Adora, she works in the office now, and she really likes her job. But she comes down and see me sometimes. She comes down here, and I like to go up there and see her too. To me, Adora is number one nurse. She's number one nurse. She's always gonna be number one nurse for me. And we have weekend nurses that come. They come just on the weekend and they work double shift Saturdays and Sundays. And I want to give a great report about Tanya. And she is a weekend nurse. She's my nurse, my hallway. But she really a nurse on another hallway. But of all the people's on my hallway, she's my nurse. There is a nurse for this hallway, but on the weekends, because I'm special, I guess. But she keep me for her patient, so she come see me. And when she leave at night at 11 o'clock at night, she come tell me bye every night in the weekends when she leaves. And she is such a great person. She's more than a nurse to me. We have become good friends. And she's gone to Jamaica on a trip when I first got here some time back. And she come back, she brought me a dinner bell. And it said there on the dinner bell says, someone who loves me very much went to Jamaica and got me this dinner bell. And I really appreciate that. And then later she went on another trip and she went to Mexico, some real Mexico vacation. And she bring me back a blanket from Mexico. And, stuff like that. I really appreciate I tell her I appreciate her. And I tell some of these workers around here, every so often, I tell them that I love them and I appreciate them, and I do. I love the people and I appreciate what they do, because, like I said, there is great people here. There is some wonderful people. there's one nurse, she's not my nurse. She's not my nurse, excuse me. She's not my nurse, but every once in a while she comes down here, and she's just the sweetest lady. And every time she comes, I'm just really happy to see her. And her name is Kim. I don't get to see her very often, but she works different. I think she works different shifts or different times. But yeah, she's really something. I really like her. I like everybody, really. Good grief. Just trying to name all the people is really kind of hard. But I really appreciate the things that they do. Don't want to take it for granted. That's why I told Jeremy's. I told Jeremy's one day, Jeremy's, that's why you know that I appreciate everything. That I don't take it for granted. I don't take what he does for granted. Helping me with my computer. If something happened, like the one that had an accident and my tablet broke, Jeremy went out to the facility, buy me a new tablet. This tablet I'm on now, it's a new tablet. So they replaced the old one that got broke. See, it's things like that. These little simple things, you know, that let you know there are people that really care. Go to your bosses. Go to your bosses, peoples. You know, just tell them how much you appreciate them. Because, you know, you don't want to do it to be a brown noser, but just do it out of your heart. Let them know that they took a chance on you getting that job. You know, they did. And good grief, who else is there? Oh, there's so many peoples here. There's so many peoples, there is. And but you know, I just want everyone to know that this is how I truly feel about this place. You know, it's not perfect. No place is perfect. But there's really no words to describe. There's no words to describe. You know, the peoples here. I think they rally together. I think they rally together because it takes. It don't just take one person. It don't just take one person to make something run. It takes a body of peoples. It takes a body of people. It takes many peoples, you know, to make a business work. It takes hard work. It takes people who have a passion for their job. You know, tell them thank you. Tell them. I mean, you know, just tell them from your heart. You don't do it to expect stuff. You don't do it to expect a thank you back. You don't do it just to expect, you know, some gift. You do it because you mean it. And if you like my videos, click the like, subscribe. And I can't say that my videos are going to be one certain way like some people have theirs, because I look at things as a whole, like different videos, and I look at those and I get my ideas and my thoughts, and just, you know, I like to share them and express them. And I just want to do different things. And then I'm thinking about doing a video of just some of the things I've wrote in my on my phone tablet thing. You know, I write my stuff down. I'm thinking about doing a video of that, and maybe I will, and maybe upload it tomorrow or something. I don't know when I get to that, but I want to do that. And might try to see if I can download something that I can maybe do that might help me a little bit better with my videos on my tablet, as long as I can do that. I'd like to get me a laptop someday. I think that would be a little more helpful if I could get me a laptop, but I don't know how to do that one, because that costs monies and I don't have the monies for that one, but that's okay. I'll just do the best I can with this. But if you like my videos, just click that like button and go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And thank you for all you people that have subscribed. I think I'm up to 8 people now. And I just want you all to know that I want to tell you I thank you for it. And so I'll leave you again with this. You know, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. And I'm going to go ahead and leave one more word of thought. Okay. This has nothing to do with, you know, my video as far as, you know, my talk of the maples. But, you know, this I wrote, it's been some time back I wrote this one. How many of you would like to change God's mind about something in your life? Moses changed God's mind. So did Hezekiah. Hezekiah, he turned his face to the wall and wept to God because he was going to die. You know, God told him he was going to die. Well, God sent the man of God back to him and told Hezekiah that he was going to add 15 years to him. Now, the devil, when he talked to God about Job, you know, because you have to go to Job and get permission. I mean, you have to go to God to get permission to touch Job. Well, did you ever realize that God granted the devil's request? I mean, think about that, peoples. That Moses changed God's mind, Hezekiah, when he turned his face to the wall and wept after God said he was going to die. And then God sent the man of God back in because he saw his tears, and God healed him. Well, when the devil goes to God and asks God for permission to touch Job, or even you, or any of us, because you have to go to God to ask permission. Can I touch this person? Can I do this? Can I make this person sick? Can I make this person crippled? You know, touch that person. They'll curse him to your face. Did you ever realize God gave the devil his request? How many times did the devil go to God about Job? 3 times? 4 times? Think about that, peoples. You know, he asked God for permission to touch Job. And guess God granted his request. Now I'm going to leave you with this one because this is the end of what I wrote. How much better are we when we come boldly to the throne of God? And because in the Bible says to make your request known unto God. You know, we are much more better than the devil. If God granted, God did grant the devil the request to touch Job, except he couldn't touch his life and he couldn't, you know, but he did cause his children to die and the cattle and all of that. But he could not touch Job to murder him, to kill him or anything. He couldn't touch his life. In the end, God blessed him. So if you are going through something, remember that and go to the throne of God, because you need to go boldly to the throne of God. And He will listen to your petition, because He said, let your request be made known. And that is my food for thought. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button and subscribe. And take care until we meet again.